YouTube. Oh wait, no, that's not mine. That's Steve's. Oh, I know what. It's me, wee Patty from across the shop. No, fuck, that's not mine either. Oh shit. Oh, I got it. This is Lee back again with some knife therapy. No, damn it, that one's Stas's. Hang on. Oh, hello, slicey dicers. No, shit, that's not it either. Oh, bang, Neve's knives. Fuck no, that's Jared and Kara's. Ah, I got it. No, I don't. I had it and I lost it. I'm just kidding. It's me, Bama Knife Guy, back with another knife video for you guys. That was just a little playing around for my buddies. I was just watching some YouTube videos and started noticing that everybody's got their own little thing, the way that they open their videos, their little intro, and I love it, man. It's familiarity. Whenever you click on a video and you hear that intro from those guys, you're in a familiar place, so it's cool. You're with friends. But anyway, yeah, it's me, Bama Knife Guy, and figured I'd shoot a little video right quick, a Slysz video or Swish video or Slysz video, however you want to pronounce it. I think it's actually Swish, but I don't really give a shit. So until he comes here to my house and tells me in person how to pronounce it, I assume all of us are wrong because we're all American and he's not, and pronunciations vary. But anyway, so yeah, yesterday I completed the set of the, I'm gonna call it Swish because I freaking don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna call it Swish. So I completed the set of the Swish designed knives. Only one I was missing was the Techno 1, which I procured yesterday, and this is the S30V. You see a little oil there. I've been oiling them up and messing with them, but this is the S30V Oops version that was produced in S30V and was supposed to be XHP. And I was lucky enough to get that one from my buddy Corey Glasser, which while we're on him, shout out to my buddy Corey. Shout out to Jared and Kara Neves and everybody, of course, that I borrowed their intros for comedy purposes. Neves Knives, Jared and Kara, Mr. Brian over at Slicey Dicey. I love that guy. He makes great videos. I watch everything he puts out. I've got my notifications turned on for all these people. Stasa 23, that dude's killer. I met him at Blade Show. He's an awesome dude. Of course, Mr. Patty's Potato Peelers. That guy's freaking killer, man. I can't watch enough of his videos. He's such a funny dude, knowledgeable, killer sharpener, and he's just a really genuine dude. When you hear him talking about something that he's passionate about, he's really genuine. I watched a video the other day where someone had gifted him a wallet, and it was the most, you know, humbling, just wonderful experience to watch somebody who's genuinely excited when somebody gifts them something. Sometimes you gift someone something and they're a little underwhelmed, but not with Patty, man. Anything, and same way with Steve, anything that they get from the knife community, they are so freaking blown away by, and that's really a cool thing to watch. So shout out to Patty, shout out to my buddy Steve, obviously, YouTube. I freaking love Steve, man. He's my boy, one of my good friends. Anyway, I know there's 1,000 other people. Banner, Outpost, freaking Outpost 76. Gerald's a great guy. Tom Hosang, and of course Alex's knife box. Alex is such a great guy, man. He shouted me out in his last video, and apparently I didn't know this, but I am part RoboCop, is what he said, with my fake hip and all, and I'm a gun guy, so apparently I'm part RoboCop. But thanks for the shout out, buddy, and to the Neves, thank y'all for the shout outs you guys always give me. But on to what we're dealing with here. So back to the topic at hand, the Slysz designs. So I'm sure if any of you follow me on Instagram, you know I already had the Spidey Chef. It's got some blue Blades We Love screws in it, and I've actually sanded the blade down because I scratched it up so terribly bad over the last like year or so using it. I just demolished the blade. So I'm in the middle of redoing this blade right now, so excuse me for it looking like shit and the maker's mark being really light. All of that's my fault. I couldn't continue looking at it with that horribly scratched blade with those horizontal scratches, so I'm trying to get those out. It's just it's a work in progress. All the designs on there are gonna eventually be gone, I guess, because I don't really know how you can refinish a blade without doing that, because I'm not a pro. But anyway, so I already had the Spidey Chef, And then after that, shortly after that, I got this Techno 2, which I really liked, and I actually just got it back. Steve's had it for a while, and I had a guy that was wanting to buy it from me, and so I was going to sell it to him, so Steve sent it back to me. But the more I look at this set and the more I play around with this knife, I think I'm going to have to, as much as I hate to do that, I think I'm going to have to back out of that deal, at least for now, and just hold on to this set just because I like them so much. But so it was Spidey Chef and then Techno 2 in that order, and it was not because I was trying to get the set. That was just two knives that became available to me at good prices. I actually won this one from the Knife Joker, and so that's how it happened. Well, then once I got those two, I was like, man, that sure would be cool to be able to have the set, but I never thought that I would be able to acquire one of these Slysz buoys. I didn't think that they were available enough or within my price range of what I can do comfortably. Excuse the phone blowing up in the background. So I just never really looked at it as something, as a viable option, as something that I could get my hands on. And then again, because he comes up so much, I guess because he's just, one of my best friends, Corey Glasser. He had this knife. This was his. I mean, it's in showroom new condition, basically. This is how they come looking, with that stone wash scale, and it's still got the stock edge on it aside from just slightly touching it up on strop. But he gave me the option to buy that knife. He was starting to buy some nice Curtis knives and things like that, and so he was like, you know what, I'm going to start getting rid of a few things that I don't carry, and that was one of the ones that was at the top of the list for obvious reasons, because it has so much value. And so he gave me the option, and I thought about it, and I ended up passing on it. He would have given me a phenomenal price, and I ended up passing on it. And the minute that he texted me back and told me it sold, I immediately regretted it. I was like, damn it, man, I really should have grabbed that knife, and I didn't do it. Well, fast forward like maybe 3 weeks, the guy that he sells it to is 6'6", I think, and like 400 pounds, big giant muscle dude, goes to the gym and stuff. And he gets the knife. He's on vacation, so the knife just sits there at his house with his brother-in-law, I think it was, for a couple of weeks. And when he comes back in from vacation, he opens the box, flicks it open, realizes this is not the knife for him. He likes to be able to Spidey flick, and if you've got big fingers, it's kind of difficult to do. You can still do it, but you got to have a little bit of a fingernail. Some people don't quite have enough fingernail to get in there, but so he just discovers the moment he touches it, this is just not the knife for him. So he calls Corey back and gives Corey the option to buy it back at a deeply, deeply discounted price. We're talking within $20 of what they sold for originally, which is unheard of in the Spyderco world with hard to get items like that. Everybody marks it up, even not trying to be a douchebag, but just because that's what they're freaking worth right now. And anyone who follows any of the Spyderco pages knows this knife, it very, very frequently goes around in the $500 mark, and probably most commonly around $450. Well, Corey calls me immediately like, dude, you got to get on this. My buoy is available. It's still in the exact same condition. The guy just doesn't want it. It's not for him, and he's willing to sell it to you for a phenomenal price. And so I was like, yeah, dude, I'll do it, man. So I jumped on it and got that buoy. The guy shipped it to me. Fabian Vasquez, I think is how you pronounce his name. Very nice guy. And I'm super, super stoked about it. Excuse me. I couldn't be happier. I'm really excited about this knife. It is smooth as silk. The centering is just obviously awesome. I can't ever find the camera through this viewfinder of just ridiculousness, but I was talking to BJ Hill last night about this, big shout out to him, by the way, about this crowned spine, and he wasn't even aware. I guess he was like me. He had never really had his hands on one, that the spine was crowned, and just all the things that Nick Shabazz just gushes about this knife are right. It's not for everybody. It's not a knife that everybody's going to pick up and go, oh yeah, I can see the value there. But that's with every knife. There's a lot of people that don't like little short, little big knives like these guys. And the Techno 2, I think, goes for $225 to $250-ish most of the time if they're in like new in box condition. So, but everything Nick Shabazz says about this knife is true, or at least I've found it to be true. It is insanely smooth. I mean, the contoured titanium is fantastic. It fits my hand really well, and it's just a well-built knife. There's a lot of small details, which I won't get into because there's 1,000 reviews of knives on in great detail on YouTube. I just like to share my experiences, and that's more what I do, and just talk about how I like things. But ultimately, this is still my favorite. It's kind of hard to say that since it's the most beat up, and and there's a lot of more expensive knives on the table. But the way that this knife fits my hand, I'm almost 100% sure I could drop this knife in anyone's hand and they would say, "Wow, that feels nice," because it's just designed to be with that taper and that curve. It just fits in your hand really well. So it's just a really nice knife to use. But anyway, so I picked up that Bowie, and then same person, old CG, Mr. Bugsy, Corey Glasser, he hit me up and he said, "Hey man, you're only one away from your collection being complete. I'm cutting my collection down a little bit. If you would be interested, I would be willing to sell you my Oops S30V Techno 1. And I actually told him no, not because I didn't want it, but because I was fretting for his collection because he's got so many awesome things. I felt bad. I was like, damn it, I can't even take it because I feel bad that you're not going to have it anymore. And he insisted. He was like, "No, dude, I've got another one in XHP it's my carry Techno 1. This one's just sitting around doing nothing, and you need it. So, and I'm cutting down anyway. So here, I want you to take it." And I was like, "Man, that's great." And he gave me an amazing price on this thing, and I'm super happy with the purchase, man. When it got here, he shipped this damn thing. He didn't even go to the post office until like 12 or 1 o'clock on Saturday. He lives in New Jersey. I live in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. He ships this thing at like noon or 1 on Saturday, and this thing shows up at my damn house Monday morning. I have no idea how that happened, because that never happens, but I was super stoked. And for all of you that look at my Instagram, that's my same friend that makes hot sauces and wing sauces and stuff, and I'm actually waiting on a package that's supposed to be here tomorrow of some blueberry wing sauce that he just made. If you want to see the ingredients, go check out my Instagram at Bama Knife Guy, and you'll see at Bugsy. I can't remember how he does the underscores and the dots or whatever, but it's Bugsy Craft Works, and man, that dude is talented. And he has a couple of members of his family. I think his stepdad helps him out with it and stuff. Man, they do some great work. Anybody that's watched my YouTube videos, like the first ones I posted that were unknife related, that's the hot sauce that we were eating. He's just a really cool dude. Well-rounded guy. Not physically, he's fit, but he's well-rounded in life. But anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you guys, man. I got the collection completed. Techno 1, Techno 2, Spidey Chef, and the coveted Bowie. So I am definitely stoked about it. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know if this will be something that'll be a permanent staple, or since I'm doing YouTube videos now, if I'll do kind of what everybody else does and get them in and enjoy them and then kind of send them back out into the world so that they can get in some other hands. I do know I will be sending this guy to Steve to check out. I do know that. I'm also going to send it to BJ Hill because he's never handled one. I want him to get one in hand for a little while. So I'm going to send this one around to a couple of folks after I enjoy it for a little while. I'll probably have it for a few weeks and put some scars on it myself before I let anybody else finger, you know what I'm saying. And then I've got another video coming up soon. I'm gonna do a review type, just talking about this this Nomad, this Kaiser. I've really grown to love this knife a lot. I carry it all the time. It is phenomenal for obvious reasons. Freaking blade stock. Oh, speaking of blade stock, look at the blade stock on this little beast. It is crazy. Look at the blade stock compared to the Bowie. I mean, it's so freaking thick. And I really like that about it. Compared to the Techno 1. And Techno 1 is actually a fat little knife with some thick blade stock. But when you compare it, I mean the Techno 2, when you compare it to the Techno 1, it's like, wow, man, this is the thickest blade stock of any knife I own. And that's including, things like this Kaiser here. And I've got calipers. I never freaking use them. It would probably be nice if when I'm going to talk about measurements, I actually have a measurement to talk about. But just as far as aesthetics go. It's really, really thick. Very nice. I like that big fat jimping there. And even though they're little small knives, I mean, I'm not a huge dude, but I'm 6'1", and I've got decently big hands. Damn, I got too much oil coming out of this thing here. Excuse me, blow some of that oil off. But yeah, I'm a decently big guy with decent hands, and so I mean, it's small compared to my hand, especially when you close it up. It's a little bitty tiny knife, but the way that Slysz designs his stuff, or Slysz, or just whatever, I'm gonna butcher his name. The way he designs everything, Corey actually brought this to my attention. It's almost like he designs every knife around the hammer grip. And man, it really does fit your freaking hand good, even for being a bigger dude. And you can come back on it and 3-finger it, and you feel secure in the knife. You don't feel like you're gonna drop it. You don't feel like it's gonna fall out of your freaking hand. The wire clip, I think, is right at home on all of these designs. It feels good in the hand, which I like the way the wire clip sits anyway in my hand. But it just, on these particular models, especially the ones that have the angle to them, it just kind of falls perfectly in that groove in your hand right there, where it doesn't become a hot spot because it's got a little bit of space to move around there. Same with the buoy here. Damn, all of these are over oiled. Quit getting so damn carried away with the KPL. I love KPL, man. That stuff is a freaking magic liquid. Makes no sense. You can take a knife that won't even close and just put a few drips, work it for a second, and you got a freaking fire in action. It makes no sense. That stuff is a wonder liquid, I'm telling you. If you don't have any KPL, that's knife pivot lube, you need to go get some, because that stuff is phenomenal. Anyway, I've bullshitted enough here. I just wanted to share this with you guys. The collection's complete. Well, not technically, because I don't have the XHP version of the Techno 1, but I've got the design. I've got this design, the blade steel. You know, that's like saying that you don't have all of you don't have all of the knives in a certain model just because you don't have a certain pocket clip on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still the design, it's still the knife. This is that knife, so it completes the group there, the set. But I wouldn't mind having an XHP Techno 1. So any of you guys out there that have one that want to let it go at a certain price that would be affordable, let me know, and I may jump on it. Actually, I know I will. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you these and talk about them a little bit. I'm super proud of them. I'm really excited that I have them. And so when I'm excited about something, I like to share that with my friends. And that's exactly what you guys are. All of the people that watch my videos are my friends. You guys are very cool people. So that's it, man. I just wanted to let you guys know that and give some shout outs to some friends. And hopefully that intro is taken well as it was intended to, just as a joke, just some humor. I love all those guys that I was parodying terribly, by the way. But I just wanted to say thank you to all of those guys for everything they put into the community and everything they've given to me. And that's pretty much it. So I love you guys and gals, and I am out.